So I'm so glad you guys are here. Like we just went over in the membership overview, every single time I have ever taught a class in doTERRA, there are 3 types of women sitting in there, or men, but mostly I teach to women. And the first just wants to like use the products for themselves. And the second type of woman, if she loves her hairspray, she's telling her friends, right? I call these natural sharers. There are hundreds and thousands of people in doTERRA right now getting their wellness paid for because they naturally share these products with others. And then the third type of woman is actually sitting there watching me teach the class and wondering how much money I'm making from doTERRA. And I want to be honest at the beginning of this business overview that I was number 3. And I wasn't number 3 because I was curious about how much money they were making in doTERRA. I was curious about how much money she was making off of me and what I was ordering because I was annoyed because I hated network marketing. Okay. And 8 years later, I have built a huge organization. I have been surviving as a single mother with no outside financial support, using doTERRA to pay my bills. And what I want to tell you guys at the beginning of this business overview, just really honestly, is that residual income is not something that made sense to me 8 years ago. But if I can get you to understand what residual income looks like, feels like, smells like, acts like when it's coming to your house when you cannot do anything but literally sob in your bed because your life is in the middle of a crisis, you will walk through a brick wall to get it. Okay. And our team has resources set up that if this is something that you are feeling led to step into or to just try, that's what I kept feeling like, just try stuff. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You'll just be where you are right now. We will literally support you, cheer for you, match your energy. We're not going to build your business for you, but we are going to show up just as much as you show up, and you are landing in the midst of a really great team. So I'm a diamond in doTERRA. I started using the oils when my boys were 2 months old and 2 years old. And over the last 8 years, I have only paid a single copay for sickness. And I say that with so much humility and so much gratitude. It's not that we don't get sick, but over and over and over again, these oils have truly been the tools in our home for myself and my kiddos that have really helped. Me personally, I built my business taking care of everyone but myself. All right. So if you choose to walk into this now, Stephanie Poe, now I'm going to teach you to take care of yourself in the midst of building your business, because it wasn't until 4 or 5 years in that I started taking a full dose of the Lifelong Vitality Pack and really doing the things in my home to heal my nervous system. I was truly in fight or flight. So I'm sharing this about myself because I built my business really being vulnerable and authentic and standing up in front of people and giving women and men a chance to say out loud the concerns that they had going on in their own life. And so if you are coming to this business sneak peek and thinking, I have to figure out how to do this perfectly, I need to like be the perfect picture of wellness myself. Oh, I better be well rested. I better, do the things. I want you to really throw that out the window, because that mindset holds women back all the time. We all are walking this side of heaven. We all have health concerns. We all have anxiety. We all have a bad night's sleep from time to time. We all are doing all of that. So if we're telling ourselves we have to be perfect in order to build residual income or to partner with a company like doTERRA, that will what's the expression? Like stab us in the foot before we even get started. Okay. So my tiptoeing into doTERRA as a business really looked like I was never going to be that person in network marketing. I have a PhD in immunology. I studied bacterial pneumonia in a mouse model for 6 years, and essential oils were like hippie mama medicine to me. But as I began to use doTERRA, partner with doTERRA, talk to people, read research, I quickly began to see that there is so much science here and that we just have to jump in. So that's my story. And I want you guys to just take a minute to really think about what running a business, having an additional stream of income coming into your home, and partnering with a company like doTERRA, which we're going to talk about why doTERRA, but what would it do for you? And if you look at this list, like time freedom, fulfillment, being part of a community, personal growth, right? Developing your own talents, growing your interests, the money, that's a huge one, right? Traveling, fighting burnout, retire sooner, earn more, something else. What is it for you that you might even be afraid to say it, right? Like sometimes as women, I think that we feel guilty saying money, like I want to be financially free, right? But like write it down in front of you, like what it is that would be driving you tonight. Like write it down. I once heard that when we write things down that are in our head, it has to go through our heart before it can go onto paper. Think about that. So like the only way anything actually happens in our life is if we write it down because it has to go through our heart. All right. So for me with doTERRA, given I already told you guys network marketing is the last thing that I ever thought that I would do. Oh wait, you said 5 and 8. Spend time, retire sooner. Yeah, if you want to share it in the chat, definitely share it in the chat. I got lucky when I chose to partner with doTERRA. Yes, I evaluated some options, but because network marketing wasn't a thing that I was necessarily ever thought that I would do, it was really the doTERRA products that I was naturally sharing and giving so many away where I just thought, I wonder if because I'm buying these, other people would buy them. So come to find out, and really being partnered with this company 8 years later, like we're the most tested, most trusted, top healthcare facilities only use doTERRA. We were founded in 2008 with the mission to bring the highest quality essential oils to the world. The essential oil industry did not have standards to ensure purity. And I want you guys to know that even now, there is no governing body over the world of essential oils. Okay. So when we go to stores and we see things that are written on labels on bottles, and the supplement industry is the same way, the labels don't matter. What matters is the company behind who's doing the labeling. So doTERRA is exclusive and unrivaled, right? There's no fillers. There's no organic water in these bottles, okay? No organic water. It is truly just aromatic compounds from plants. We have rigorous in-house and third-party testing. And what I love about doTERRA is they have really worked so hard to create a very robust and simple framework for our customers to easily step into depending on their needs. So we have a framework that we can easily teach people about wellness from, which I love. So it's proven, right? We've been around for 15 years. We are now the largest essential oil company in the world. If you're starting your business now, I really believe we are at this place where we are about to explode because of the science. Customers now want proven facts, they want research studies, and doTERRA is doing all of those things. So the people up until now who have been dabbling in essential oils, those of us, right, all of us on this call, we've been using them for a while. We were really willing to jump in without knowing all of the facts, right? We were willing to listen to our own body. And now people that have not jumped in yet need facts. They want to know they're going to make the most of their investment in these products, right? And we have all of those resources in order to hand those to our potential customers, which is awesome. So 28 international markets, sales in 110 countries. We source oils in more than 45 countries, which is awesome. And our executive team is incredible, right? Truly, truly, truly incredible. So when it comes to the company, something that I think is very relevant in today's market, even more so than it was 15, 10 years ago, is that consumers today want to know where their money is going. Okay. They're either like quick buying on Amazon, Target, whatever, or they care. And mostly it's a combination of both of those things. So when we talk about doTERRA and how we source ethically and serve humans all around the world, we truly do what's best for humans on both sides of the bottle. It really makes an impact. And doTERRA's co-impact sourcing model is incredible because This is actually a strategic business initiative. So imagine a company that is doing the most amount of good for humans on both sides of the bottle, and it's part of their strategy. So 46 different countries, right? Co-impact sourcing, I want you guys to understand that if we are sourcing oils from a company or a country that is like underdeveloped, right? We have to take care of the people who know the plants, and we have to take care of the land where those plants grow the best. And so doTERRA is pouring resources into the humans there and making sure they have what they need to continue doing what they do the best, or else we will grow out. We, on the other side of the bottle, right? We will run out of that particular oil. And so this is like the way that doTERRA has chosen to do this is actually the most expensive from an investment standpoint, but it is the only way to do it in a way that truly will create longevity. And I love that. So co-impact sourcing is actually part of doTERRA's bottom line, their financial investing. doTERRA Healing Hands is separate than co-impact sourcing. doTERRA Healing Hands is a nonprofit that is set up alongside of doTERRA. And so those funds that we donate to Healing Hands or we raise or we have a match program, okay, and we partner with people, those funds are also going into those countries where we do co-impact sourcing to do additional good. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, it took me like 8 years to really understand that Healing Hands, it's separate and both have a purpose and they also go together. So if you're thinking about building a business with doTERRA, I really do feel like this is true. Everything is in place to support your success. Basically, building a business with doTERRA is like taking an open book test, okay? We still have to take the test, but we have all of the information that we need to know how to pass the test with flying colors. It's still up to us to do the work. And especially for women, I want to emphasize, you guys, anytime we're starting a business, there's so much mindset junk that can get in our way. And the sooner we're honest about that, like the doubts that we have, or for me, when I built a business, none of my closest friends purchased. All right. The closest people in my life had to watch me for like 5 years continue to show up and believe that I was going to continue to show up. And that just wasn't just like the next thing I was into. And so those sorts of things, I just watched it stop women over and over and over in their tracks. Like, okay, if I can't even convince my closest friend to enroll, I can't build a business with doTERRA. No, that is not true. This is always the case with our closest people. Okay. So when we are thinking about a business, we do not have a startup fee. Okay. We do not have to carry inventory. We do not have quotas, and there's no cap on the amount of money that we can earn. All right. Just because your upline is a presidential diamond, you can be a double presidential diamond. There's none of this like we can create really the future that we're being called to step into. The products I have in my 8 years of doTERRA recruited so many women into the business opportunity. Many of those are no longer, right? They couldn't get past their mindset junk. Okay. But they are still ordering the products. So when it comes to retention, my income has remained relatively stable, which is incredible to me. So you understand that, right? Like the products work, so we're going to keep ordering the products, and that's what creates financial stability and that residual income that I talked about at the beginning. doTERRA does everything. They're doing the science and the research. They do all the order fulfillment, right? The shipping, all of the back-end logistics of running a business it's so much, and we don't have to do that when we partner with a company like doTERRA. Even more so now, we get a website for free and this thing called link generator, where if somebody wants a kit, we literally just build them a link and send it to them, and we can save them and reuse them or post them over and over and over again. So here are some of the resources that I just want to highlight. Empowered Life series. You can always find the webinar series to continue learning ways you can use your products. And I would actually challenge you guys to figure out coming in, if you're thinking about partnering with doTERRA, name the thing that you're telling yourself that you need more of. Okay. Like some people say, oh, I just don't know enough about the products. Okay. Go learn about the products, right? Or I'm just not very businessy. Okay. Go learn about the business. Okay. Or I need a team of people to do it with. Okay. go find like the people in your upline or your downline, whoever, like to link arms with, so you can feel like you're doing classes with them, right? Like name the thing that you think will get in your way and then go find the solution for it. And we can point our customers to these things also, right? So it's not just for us. It's like, hey, did you know there's a doTERRA podcast? Or hey, you're interested in building a business? Okay, go take this course, right? We don't have to create any of this because it's created for us, which is honestly incredible in the business world. So all we have to do is use the product. I always tell people, if you haven't talked about doTERRA to your friends recently, like go throw your back out and remember how amazing Deep Blue is, because you're going to start talking about it again. Okay. Like I don't actually want you to throw your back out, but I'm like, when that happens to me, I'm like telling everybody about doTERRA, right? So use the product. We have to be a product of the product, share the product, support customers, right? You want to think about, if you were buying doTERRA for the first time, what would you want that experience to look like? And then create it for people. And it can be really simple, it can be all virtual, right? And then repeat it. So this is not going to be a deep dive into the actual like how we earn and where we earn and the strategy around that. But I do want to highlight that doTERRA has numerous ways that we get paid. We get paid weekly when we enroll customers. So when we sell directly to customers, we get paid every single week, which really means to me that nobody, if they have a mind to do this, finances cannot be the thing that stops them, because you can go earn enough money and then buy products with the money that you earn in order to keep sharing with other people. So no matter where somebody is at, it really comes down to their intention, their motivation, their heart, and their drive. The other thing that I would say is that unilevel bonus, okay? This is like, you see this on the bottom left, okay? Unilevel bonus, it's paid monthly on team volume. Level 1, okay, these are the customers that are the closest to us in doTERRA. We only make 2% of everything they order after they're outside of that 20% that we make, all right? Over time, as our organization gets bigger, we're earning a higher percentage on the most amount of people. So what I want to say to you is your doTERRA paychecks, other than your personal enrollments, they're going to feel small at first, but most companies actually flip this because they want to get people in sooner and paid bigger, okay? So most companies on level 1 are paying a higher percentage, 7%. And over time, it gets lower and lower and lower. So they're giving you the lowest percentage of money on the most amount of people. And doTERRA is like, no, let's give them the highest percentage of income on the most amount of people. So doTERRA's compensation plan is proven, it's amazing. And if you stick with this for the long haul, you will not be disappointed, truly. And then I am just going to highlight the other two really quick, because this leadership bonus, it's like profit sharing. So that's why, like, you guys aren't on my team. I'm sitting here teaching tonight. So excited for you to go create whatever it is you're going to create in doTERRA, because when doTERRA rises, we all rise. So this company culture is, there's no bickering amongst leaders. There's no fighting, okay? And when people come to me and they're like, oh, everyone I know already uses doTERRA, less than 2% of homes in every state across the United States are enrolled in doTERRA right now. So go change your mindset and go talk to somebody else. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? Like literally you have 98% of homes left. And I remember when I got started 8 years ago, I actually thought if I didn't hurry up, there would be no one left. And so I asked my upline, Laura King, I was like, do you think it's still possible to build to diamond? Okay. I asked her, I bravely messaged Laura King through Facebook. And I like, if I was a leader, I would have been like, oh my gosh, yes, just stick with it, girl. You got it. And she goes, I don't know, if you hurry. That's what she said to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to hurry. So I am just so thankful that she said that. She didn't said that to me. She didn't enable me. She didn't like baby me. She just literally empowered me to go do whatever it was that I was going to do. All right. And this power of 3 team bonus. This bonus is based on structure, and it requires you to have a very business forward mindset with recruiting. I did not have a business forward mindset with recruiting. I didn't tell anyone about the business opportunity because I was afraid of network marketing and I was annoyed by network marketing. And so this power of 3 has taken me a long time to create. I now get $1,500 a month. It pays my rent as a single mom. And so if you mentally, as a woman, can actually approach people and say, hey, I'm doing a doTERRA business and I'm looking for people to link arms with. All the resources are in place. Do you want to do this with me? This is what it looks like. You can create this so much faster than I did. Okay. It literally took me 6.5 years. Don't do what I did. Have a business first mindset. Don't be afraid of it. doTERRA is awesome. Just don't be afraid of it. So we have options, right? We can share a little bit, get our products paid for. We can get an extra $500 a month, or we can build a very robust business. That choice is simply about how hard you want to work and how much time you want to utilize, right? Everyone has time to do doTERRA. It's just a matter of if we make it a priority or not. So you have to think about that. If you're looking for just like an extra, $300 to $500 a month, amazing. Okay. Amazing. Get after it. Go create it. Go create it like in the next 2 months. And then you can just actually be done. Okay. Because it'll be residual. You'll find people that are going to order every single month and it'll be residual income. If you want to build a business, link arms with people who have energy and who are actively recruiting and enrolling right now. Something that is newer is doTERRA's Refer a Friend program. So every single time somebody enrolls in doTERRA, okay, they have a choice of if they're going to be a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate. Wholesale customers now actually are all given a link to refer a friend where they earn money towards future doTERRA orders, and they can earn up to $600 a year. If you're not yet a wellness advocate, you can earn up to $600 a year using the refer a friend. If you're interested in building a business with doTERRA, use refer a friend to recruit. Okay. Tell everyone that you enroll, hey, you have a link. You can actually earn free doTERRA with this link, and see what they do. Because the people that use it, they're natural sharers, and it might make sense for them to turn into business partners. So you can use it as like a recruiting tool. All right, so that's the end of this. You've got questions, we've got answers. If you guys have questions, I would be so happy to answer them. I hope that overview was helpful. And I just think that in the world of doTERRA, like if we don't do anything today, we're in the same place tomorrow. So if you're thinking about doing this, like even slowly, like get started, just try. I would love to encourage you in that. So do you guys have any questions? Should I turn off the recording or should I keep it on until we're done?
I think